need the breath of God. And so this morning I want you to understand that God is trying to do the same thing with us. He sees the condition that we're in, but he wants us to understand that we cannot do it in our own strength. Man, you can't do it in your own strength, but if you have the power of the living God on the inside of you, when folk don't even support you, you'll see things happening because the Spirit of the Lord is on your life. You know what God said he's going to do, and I'm almost finished. He says, I'm going to open up your graves. Because God shows a picture of the bones not only being in the valley, but being in the grave. Oh God, and if you know anything about a graveyard, that's not a place for life. That's not somewhere where you go to be encouraged. No, not at the graveyard. But he says, I'm going to cause you to come up out of your grave. What is a grave? I'm talking about the Grave. And that means it's guaranteed restrictions against victory every time. Let me say that again. It's guaranteed restriction, preacher, against victory every time. In other words, if you're in the grave, you are restricted from having the victory over whatever have you in the grave. God is saying, I'm going to open up your grave. I'm going to cause you, hear that word cause again. In other words, some of us are in the grave. We don't even want to come out. Some of us have been in our situation so long that we've gotten used to being dead, dry, stale. God is talking to me. When we used to having nothing and we just gave up, but God said, I'm going to cause you. In other words, when God said he's going to cause you, in other words, he said he's going to allow something to happen to get your attention. Because many of us, we even if the grave is open, we ain't coming out. My sister couldn't come out, so I couldn't come out. My auntie didn't make that, so the devil is a liar. You coming out today. Look what he says. He says, I'm going to cause you to come up out of your grave. And then he says something that is very powerful. He says, and ye shall live.